Hello Leo, this is Natasha from Sapphire Sky Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for June 2020. So we'll pull out a number of cards here. First card that comes out is the King of Wands. A couple cards popped out there. Oh, another King. King of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. And the Nine of Wands. Beautiful. So the energy of the two kings, I feel like this is you. I feel like there's a couple different energies going on right now, and you are both of them. You are dueling with yourself about it's a duality of the self, and you get this with the Ace of Wands. In this particular card, it shows that the Wands has split this rock in two, and right now you're favoring the one side. You're favoring the one side of yourself. I want to say be careful of addictions or poor habits like shopping needlessly, or there's several different kinds of things. Be on the lookout for mental health. Seek mental health professionals if you do feel like that's something that you need to do. But this, on a simpler note, is about the duality of the self and how you favored one side. With that being said, the Nine of Wands here shows that you've chosen this and you've planted this. You've been working on this part of yourself for quite a long time. And there's beauty in each part of the step, in each chapter that you've done. There's a lot of beauty in it. There's I don't want to say neglect of a certain part of the self. Let's pull out a few more cards and see what the next parts of these are. So we have the Death card, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. Another King card, wow. King of Cups. And one more card here. And Page of Swords. So the Messenger card here. So I definitely want to put out that you are receiving messages. This is a message for you. The Death card needn't be something that you're scared of, but be aware that there might be some poor habits that are causing you emotional pain. Could be some physical pain with it too. There's just so much more freedom that you can experience, and with this Wands card over here, I do feel like there's something that is quite powerful in revisiting some of the chapters that you've already done. Now, don't live in the past. We don't want to live in the past. That's not where we can accomplish things. What's done is done. But revisiting the past of who you once were, the happier, the inner child part of yourself. Forget the Page of Swords is more the inner child energy here. This King of Cups here, I am getting as an extra energy. I am getting it as another person. So I would say that the King of Cups is somebody who is possibly a bad influence on you that you might want to be aware of. You might want to stay away from them. If it's causing you more harm emotionally than good, just be aware of the company that you keep, because the company that you keep can heavily influence self-esteem, self-worth, who you are, who you define yourself as, all these kinds of characteristics. So we have the Nine of Water. And the Fool card. And there's a treasure in releasing yourself. This is very like Ariel, Little Mermaid energy right now, and you can tell that by the treasure chest here. With this particular card, I want to say that there's an innocence, your childlike innocence that wants to come back out and remind you of the simple joys that you've had in your life. I think that there's a lot of heavy energy around you right now. I think that your heart is wanting to simplify and be reminded of the simple joys, like the joys of an ice cream cone or a popsicle on a hot day, or going for a walk down by the water if you live near water. Those simple things, those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about here, where that's the things that you need to reconnect with. And so revisiting the past chapters is maybe make a list of the things that you used to enjoy that you no longer do, like painting or drawing or something creative. There's a creative outlet that wants to come out here. And the Fool energy, I also want to say for this particular reading, is also that childlike energy, where the energy of having foolishness, playfulness, not rubbish, but definitely a nice playful attitude about it. And don't be fooled. So it's a twofold. So we're going back on that duplicity thing, where don't be fooled by the temptation of the people that you once thought were good for you, because they fit with you real easily. Just beware. There is somebody out there who's I wouldn't say taking advantage, but I think that they might be using you for not necessarily personal gain, but personal self-worth. They're using you to make themselves feel better about themselves. It's all emotional stuff. And then our last card here is the Fortune's Wheel. So this is really beautiful way to end the reading. So the Fortune's Wheel here is the Wheel of Fortune card. And this is so beautiful. This whole journey that you're on, this duplicity and trying to find the right balance, it's all going to come up Millhouse. It's all going to come up really, really beautifully, and you're going to be able to accomplish the things that you want by tapping into yourself, creating some lists, maybe doing some little bit more artwork, or doing some gardening. There's a lot of gardening going on right now. It's the time of year for it. And those kinds of things, just reconnecting with the self that wants to be nourished, because I feel like the inner child is being a little bit neglected right now, and we need to bring out that playfulness, and that'll get you not necessarily wealth, but it could be emotional wealth. It could be having friendships around that are healthy and nice, and just a lot more positive energy. We're trying to uplift. We're trying to lift some of this heaviness out of your life, and I think that it's going to be really beneficial for you this month to look forward at what your goals are for the year or for the next couple of years. All right, so there's some things to think about. Have a wonderful June.